MTN SME Hub. Link to growth. Link to success. Link to the ultimate resource for business advice and insights.
Oh, sorry. I'm just finishing my coffee here, Sonwaro Coffee. And I'm in studio here today with Johnson Sehoro, the operational director, and Nokulila Ngcongolo. Did I get it? Right. The director of Sonwaro Coffee. And they are the runners-up for the MTN 702 Small Business Awards. Welcome to the Big Small Business Show.
Oh, thank you.
Right, so tell us about Sonwaro. Tell us about the name. What does the name mean? Where does it come from?
So that's actually a very interesting one. We were previously operating under the name Afro Coffee. We then had a legal mishap with Red Bull in the year 2020. So we had to do a name change. We put together the name of our founder here, Johnson, son from the name Johnson. Exactly.
Okay.
His second name is Swaro. We took the wa from it, and Sehoro. We took the last part of Sehoro.
And what is it? Are you a retailer of coffee like this, or are you selling the beans? What does the business do?
We're the coffee roastery. We're manufacturing.
Okay.
And we supply different businesses, like big corporates. One of our main clients, like Gibbs, Investec banks. At the moment, we're not yet into a retail space because we don't have that opportunity yet. And there's so many demands on the compliance that we're still working on it.
So I looked into the roastery business as well in my time. And what I realized is that you had to have a certain amount of volume in order to make it successful. How are you going out there to get other clients? You've got great clients, Investec, Gibbs, etc. Who's going out to find the clients to sell these packets to?
Currently, that is Johnson. He's better equipped at it. He's been in the industry for 2 decades now at the moment. So a lot of his colleagues and other affiliates are very familiar with him. So it's much easier if we send him out to do the talking for us.
Okay. And what's your role?
I whip up the whips to ensure that he's out there and we get the best product there is.
Okay, so you actually in the roastery making sure that...
I am in the roastery, I am in the factory, majority of the time to ensure that the product is of quality standard.
So let's talk about quality. What does it mean, quality? What is a good roast and what's a bad roast?
The quality is where we source our coffee, the coffee of origin. When you talk about how the coffee has been processed through the farm, from the picking, the processing, and cups to us as the master roaster to make sure that how we roast and process the coffee. It's very, very important because now you've got specialty, you've got commercial coffee, where your commercial is everything has been mechanical harvested or processed, where with the specialty, everything is hand-picked and processed. And that's where we source as well from our farmers to make sure that we get the high quality coffee. That's where we become sort of different with other coffee roasters.
And how did you start the business?
I was a gardener. My boss, they bought Brazilian Coffee Group. I started 1999 as a general worker at Brazilian, and we were bought by House of Coffees. From that, I joined one of the big fast food brand, which is Wimpy. I was a national trainer for Wimpy. And I've moved again to Sehoro Beverage Solution, become a national trainer. And I decided to start my own. We take like a personal loan and says, I need to start this business. And that's how we started 2019. And it wasn't easy. And we took all the Provident Fund, whatever that money that was there to start the business. And it always be my dream and the passion of starting the coffee roaster.
I can see from training manager why he's the guy who goes to talk.
Definitely.
Okay. So what are the plans now? Tell us about your dreams. What's going to happen in the next 5 years to Sonwaro?
So the next focus for us now is to get the product in retail, firstly. However, our biggest accomplishment that we can mark off as an accomplishment is running our own franchises. So we are in the process now of rolling out those franchises.
Retail? No?
Coffee shop franchises.
Coffee shop, right.
Correct, yes.
Right.
In retail spaces, office spaces,
right.
wherever we can get the opportunity, we're there. However, we are also very, very deliberate about taking along other people who've previously not had such opportunities. Those who be disadvantaged young women and young men of this country, also disabled individuals in the country. We are training them in the coffee business. We're training baristas in order for them to be the ones who are running all these franchises that we're rolling out.
So tell me about you entering the MTN 702 Small Business Awards and what it did for you.
Wow, it was a great honor to us and as a small business, and access to market as well. And to get in that airtime is going to assist us to grow the business. And as Nokulila said, that to empower this young individual out there, because we've been working with people with hearing impaired, and with our launching of a Women in Coffee franchise, where we'll be empowering disadvantaged young women. Now, this MTN and 702, it is amazing to us as a small business.
And they also gave you an advertising package as well. It sounds like you haven't used it yet, or you have.
Not as yet. Not as yet. We're busy with the storyboards, just to ensure that when we do finally.
So are you involved with them in developing the storyline of the advertising?
Not with them. We are running our own at the moment, and then we can bring it to the table for them.
So you've got control about what you're putting out there.
Yes, and the interesting part as well is we've launched a new product. We wanted to use it, on that airtime that we have just won. We have increased the basket in our business. It's going to help us as well to promote and launch the new product in Sonwaro.
A tough question as I end. Coffee there's a lot of competition. So what makes Sonwaro so different?
Our 3% goes to GBV and hearing aids for the deaf. And we just launched one of our deaf barista, George, with GIC, and he's got his hearing aids worth of 42,000 rand.
So you've taken a social enterprise approach to this. So when you grow, you give back more.
You give back more, yes.
Fantastic. On that note, we're going to end it there. And it's great what both MTN and 702 are doing for small business in South Africa. And what I loved about that interview as well is I was a gardener, and then I took a loan and I started my own business. It's so inspirational. There's so much great stuff going on in South Africa. And if you are one of those entrepreneurs who's thinking, should I, shouldn't I, just do it. And with that, that's the end of today's show. Do remember, if you think it, write it down and make it a reality.
The Big Small Business Show, proudly sponsored by MTN Business.